Welcome back to Russ Recaps. In today's video, I will be explaining an American horror movie titled Terrifier, which was released in 2016. This movie is about the survival thriller of a girl by a massacre killer known as Art the Clown. Spoilers ahead, so be warned and let's get started. The movie opens with a talk show hosted by Monica interviewing a girl, the only survivor of a massacre who has been badly disfigured. The killer was Art, the clown, and has died according to survivor girl. But according to Monica, Art's dead body disappeared from the mortuary. Art is seen watching Monica's interview, after which he kicks the TV, gets his clown look ready with makeup, and puts his instruments in his garbage bag. Monica is seen talking to her friend on the phone in the dressing room, making fun of the survival girl's face, whom she has recently interviewed. Monica hears a sound from back and tries to make sure that everything is fine. The survival girl attacks Monica, kills her, and tears her eyes out. After killing Monica, she laughs rudely, behaving like the massacre killer Art. The movie switches to two friends, Tara and Dawn, coming out drunk from the party, and they move towards Dawn's car. Tara does not allow Dawn to drive the car and insists on driving the car. Meanwhile, Art passes nearby and stares at the girls. And the girls also notice Art. He passes a creepy smile to them, and Dawn starts flirting with Art. Tara stops Dawn while Art disappears from there. The girls move to a restaurant for refreshments. Art follows the girls, reaches the restaurant, sits near them, and stares at Tara. She notices Art. And again, he passes a smile. Dawn moves to Art, but he doesn't notice her and keeps staring at Tara. Dawn flirts with Art and captures a selfie with Art on her cell phone. An employee of the restaurant moves to Art to order something, but he ignores the waiter and keeps staring at Tara. The employee asks Art whether to order something or leave the restaurant. Art moves to Tara, offering her a ring, and forcefully puts the ring in Tara's hand. Tara thinks Art is trying to behave well and sending her some love. Art moves to the washroom and Tara and Dawn enjoy the pizza. A restaurant worker is seen pushing Art out of the restaurant forcefully. Tara and Dawn move to the car, but their car tire is punctured, and they don't have any emergency tires. Tara calls her sister Victoria to reach there for their help, but she refuses at first and finally agrees to help them. They wait for Victoria in the car, and Tara starts thinking that Art has punctured their car tire, but Dawn informs her that Art is harmless. After Tara and Dawn leave the hotel, Art kills the hotel workers for misbehaving with him. He cuts one of the workers' heads like a pumpkin lamp and brutally kills another worker. Tara wants to use the washroom but finds no washroom nearby. Following that, Tara spots a man coming out of the apartment. She moves to him and asks for help. Mike is a pest control worker who takes Tara to the apartment and allows Tara to use the washroom after clearing it of rats. Dawn is listening to the radio in the car when she hears the news that a black and white clown has killed two workers at the restaurant. She gets terrified. The car door opens and Art enters the car. Dawn reveals the news, thinking it is Tara who has entered the car. But when Dawn turns, she finds Art sitting beside her instead of Tara. Tara is coming out of the apartment. She hears a woman's voice. But following the voice, Tara finds a woman with a little girl in her hands named Amelie. On keen observation, Tara comes to know that Amelie is not a girl but a doll, and the lady is a mad woman. Tara somehow manages to get away from her, and she returns to the car. On the way to the car, Tara sees Art and tries to hide from him. Art keeps searching for Tara, and when Tara thinks that Art has gone, he appears behind her and captures her. Art holds Tara's foot from the back and starts cutting it with a scalpel, but she pulls out her leg and manages to run with a wooden stick in her hand. On her way to escape from Art, Tara enters the basement of an apartment and hides there. Art passes nearby while looking for her, but she manages to stay quiet. Tara tries her best to move out of the basement, but unfortunately, Art has locked all the exits. Tara then goes upstairs and finds Mike there. Tara asks Mike for help, but Mike cannot listen to her because of the headphones. Art catches Tara and injects an anesthetic drug to make her lose consciousness. When Tara opens her eyes, she finds herself tied up to a chair while Art sits beside her. He terrifies Tara with an axe and puts a saw on her neck, but he doesn't harm her. Art approaches the curtain hanging in front and removes the curtain. Tara is taken aback to see Dawn hanging upside down in front of her. Art cuts Dawn into two pieces from the middle with the help of a saw in front of Tara. Tara gets terrified and breaks the chair to run, pushing a knife into Art's back while she runs away. Art searches for Tara while holding a knife in his hand, and she again attacks Art from behind and beats him badly, thinking she will finish Art this time. But he shoots at Tara's foot with a gun. Tara then tries to escape, but shoots again, making Tara fall to the floor. Art approaches Tara and fires her in the face, but she is still alive, which makes Art unload a new whole gun into Tara's body. Still, half of the movie remains, but the main characters have been killed. And it is the beauty of the movie how side characters become the main characters as the movie proceeds. Victoria reaches there and texts Dawn after finding no one at the location she was told. Art reads the SMS and replies to Victoria to come into the basement from the backside to capture a selfie with Dawn on her phone. The mad woman who met Tara earlier witnesses Art shooting Tara and goes to Mike in the apartment and tells the story, but Mike ignores the lady and moves forward. This time Art hits on Mike's head and also breaks Mike's phone. The mad woman moves to Amelie but can't find the doll where she placed it. She reaches the basement in search of her doll where Art is sitting holding the doll in his hands. The mad woman gives sympathy to Art like a mother and he starts crying. Victoria enters the basement and makes a call to Dawn following the ringtone of Dawn and reaches Dawn's dead body. She gets terrified and tries to run away and suddenly hears a shouting sound. She follows the sound considering it's Tara, but reaches a dead body and starts crying as if it is her sister Tara. But it turns out to be the mad woman whom Art has killed and removed her body parts, skull, and fixes them on his head. Meanwhile, Victoria tries to run and hide in a cupboard, but Art finds her and leaves her unharmed because Mike's co-worker's voice draws his attention, whom Mike has called to the apartment. Art kills Mike's co-worker, moves to Victoria on a tricycle, and attempts to suffocate Victoria with a plastic bag, but Art fails. Victoria pinches a steel pin into Art's foot and rushes towards the exit. Victoria finds Tara's dead body decorated by Art on the way. She sits nearby Tara's dead body and starts crying. Mike hears Victoria's voice, who is somehow still alive, and follows the sound. Art reaches there with a sharp chain in his hand and starts beating Victoria. Mike attacks Art and takes Victoria to her room, where he contacts the police. Mike tries to break the exit lock, but Art arrives and kills him with the cylinder. Victoria keeps trying to unlock the door with a rod, and Art reaches there. Luckily, the lock opens, but Art captures Victoria. She manages to run by hitting something in Art's eye and enters a garage, but Art holds her from her hair, and she again succeeds in freeing from Art. She waits for Art to come back and listens to the police sirens outside, and Art attempts to hit Victoria with a car, and he succeeds at this. He eats Victoria's face lash, but the police order Art to surrender. And he commits suicide instead of surrendering to the police. Art's dead body is then sent for post-mortem, where the examiner feels that Art is staring at him, after which lights begin to blink and Art kills the examiner. The movie proceeds after a year when a patient is seen being discharged from the hospital. When he sees the face of the patient, it is the girl Monica interviewed at the beginning of the movie, and the movie ends. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching.